3v3 Argus Desert Gate blue team. First up, where's he gone? There he is. Adila plays a Warlock melee commander with great mobility and disruption, can also tank damage with the right war gear. Alongside Final Push plays an Apothecary support commander that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura. And rounding off the blue team is Kickin, rocking a Blood Ravens Force commander. Starts off in melee combat with great offense, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Red team, this is actually Eerie, plays a Warboss melee commander that walks through cover, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines, and can be incredibly tough late game. This is the guy that organises the monthly tournaments, the next one on September 28th. Alongside, this is actually Max Power, plays another Force commander, not sure why they were using these names. And we've got me as a Plague Champion, rounding out the red team. Starts off range combat with this damage over time bolter, can get melee weapons, good versatility and utility, but is slow, can build turrets and repair. And I'm on the solo lane against a Warlock, which is joyous. And since I'm on a solo lane, I've got double heretics. No, I didn't know that I was against a Warlock at the time. And double heretics can suffer versus a Warlock with his destructor and stuff. But let's look at the east side. Sluggers in amongst the Force Commander, who activates Battle Cry, knocking them all over the place. Force Commander versus Force Commander up here. 485, 500. Does he get away? Just about. Now the Apothecary wading in. Ouch. And Eerie lost his Slugger squad. Not a good start for him. There's a Stomp, knocking back the Scouts. Flamers on Tactical Marines, well, a Flamer I should say. Very quick Flamer from Max. 485, 500. Here comes Scouts in from capping the mid. Were they capping the mid? Looks like they weren't. 485, 500. There's the 1-to-1 cap. Apothecary just about getting away. And looks like I forced off Adila for now. His Warlock overextended slightly at the beginning. And I'm going to start capping things up. Plague Champion moving his way up. We have shotgun scouts for Kickin. Shuriken Cannon on the way for Adila. Storm Boys on the way for Eerie. 485, 492, and Power Harass all ready for the blue team. Decapping as well. So he didn't do very well on the east side. I'm under Nurgle Worship, trying to bash some gens, and here is the Guardian Weapon team. Do I respond with Raptors? I can't actually remember what I did in this game. Heretics get caught by the suppression, do they? Yes they do, the idiots. 485, 479, ouch. Destructor on my Heretics just as they purchased the Aspiring Champion, so that was lucky. Probably would have lost the squad. And now the Banshees want to have a fight, so this is rushing with double Heretics, double Doom Blast. And I think we finish off these Banshees here. Surely we do. Get that bolter on them. There we go. There's a grenade. Ouch on my retreating Heretics. And here comes the Force Commander to help out Adila. So I need to back the hell off here. But I did take down those Banshees, so that was good. And there's a retreat. 485, 460. Warboss got a little smidgen on XP. So did the Force Commander. I got half a level and have fetid armor. I always get, or usually get, the fetid armor versus the Warlock. That on-demand suppression is so useful versus melee commanders, I feel. For just 20 power as well, awesome piece of war gear. Warboss decapping. The east side, blue team do have both the central resource points, though they noded this power result and put a couple of gens on it. 485, 446. Raptors on the way for me to counter this Guardian Weapon team. Adila has the Immolator, which helped me out a lot. Because if he got Merciless Witchblade, which I think is pretty much a god tier weapon in tier 1, those Raptors would have been under so much pressure, but he got the Immolator. 479, 446. Assault Marines on the field for Final Push. And for Kickin, Max has Devastators. And some Sniper Scouts. Interesting choice. Taking shots at the Apothecary there, it looks like. Big standoff here. And Marines will usually win a cover-to-cover firefight because they're so durable. Warboss running into suicide from Eerie. Apothecary also goes down though, and Stormboy jumping in, causing havoc with those power weapons that they have, but they're overextended. and need to retreat. There we go. 457 and 446. Assault Marines jumping again. Jumping back out of trouble and get away with no model losses. Force Commander in amongst the scouts. And Max has gone for the power sword. 50 DPS power melee. And makes his battle cry, which is his starting ability, more effective. Also the Iron Halo. So a pretty useful Force Commander early on with that loadout. Eerie has a Pain Boy now. It's going to be a pain in the arse for those double Marines. There's a heal on Kickin's Assault Squad. Now the Pain Boy in amongst the Tactical Marines gets a shotgun blast to the face. Doesn't want to lose this guy, be careful, Eerie. Now he's running him away. Sanguine Chainsword and Purification Rites for the Apothecary. So some interesting commander builds brewing up there. Just killed a bunch of Dire Avengers, it looks like, and I'm decapping the central power, contested power there, and decapping a wreck. Adila has double Dire Avengers, and Shuriken decides not to repurchase his Banshees, which can suffer a lot at the hands of a Plague Champion, especially in a confined lane like this. He could have tried to use them with channeling runes perhaps, which is pretty damn powerful. Pot decides to go tier 2 before me. I'm usually quite late to tier 2. I'm usually late teching up in general, really. Apothecary trying to take on some Storm Boys, but these Marines again getting away without a loss, I think. This Assault Marines got away very low as well earlier. 438, 415, cap for blue. It's close. Blue team going into tier 2 though. And Max with double Devastators. We've got Pain Boy and Storm Boys for Eerie, but they're too far apart to be supported by the Pain Boy and now in retreat. And I take the opportunity to decap their natural VP, my Plague Champion, unholy stenching and running away. And do I get taken down here in retreat by some grenades? Yes, I do. Adila's so good at those retreat grenades, and down goes my Plague Champion. Not much I could have done about that. Warp throw into a grenade, but he doesn't judge it quite right. Warp throw is so awesome. Accessory, and look at that immolator on my heretics. Should have retreated them way earlier than that. Really good synergy you have with the Shuriken suppression and immolate on heretics. My second heretic squad, incidentally, still in a default state. I think he takes a raptor down here. 399413. Does he? No, he wants to drop an Autark on their faces. Move, Indrid, faster. Ouch. Did I lose a raptor? Yes, I did, so I lost one anyway. Autark now going to run around and smack stuff in the face. Has a power weapon. Awesome mobility on her feet. Also has an inspiration on kill, which you just saw there. And has that leap. Look at that thing. Very, very far leap. Also buffs and heals allied infantry where she lands. 379413. The Assault Marines have their sergeant for final push, and he has a whirlwind disruptive artillery unit with the hunter killer missile, so it can help you versus vehicles. But we're starting to pressure their VP a bit, or I was before I got forced off. CSM down to 2 models. I do have Eternal War on these guys, and my trusty aspiring champion heretics. Is very rare I go a game without getting these guys. There's some Nurgle worship for my Plague Champion, who was kindly revived by Max, I believe, who's almost level 3. I finished the cap, but now need to run. I'm almost level 2. Am I going to go down again? I do go down again. What an idiot. 355413. Were they infiltrated or something? That was a bit odd. No, they weren't. You just failed, Indrid. And Adila's pushing back down the west side again. Look at all of this stuff for red team on east. Blue team pushing back against it. 345413. I'm getting a dreadnought, because why the heck not? Assault Marines for final push. Are they going to jump and initiate this engagement? They are going to jump in on the Devastators there, but there's another one in the garrison. Nicely done by Max. Those guys need to hightail the heck out of there. Force Commander with Teleporter and Thunderhammer for Kickin can be very nasty, but he's isolated and is forced off. Very, very crazy engagement right now. The Force Commander goes down. Scouts getting away. Yes, Whirlwind is there. Look at that disruption. Some people say it's unreliable, and it is unreliable. That's why the disruption is so awesome when it does pay off. 318, 413. Sluggers in retreat, so they work knocked back. There's double Devastators doing a very good job. 313, 413. Next time, blue team I think need to try and skirt around the edge here and push in from this way. Much easier said than done. Maybe they should just push mid. Here is my Chaos Dreadnought. Has an auto cannon by default, and that close combat claw with damage to all targets from the auto cannon, small area of effect, and Adila immediately responds with a bright lance, which is why my Dreadnought was running into melee combat there. I didn't want that thing shooting at me. 295, 413. Raptors with their aspiring champion. I'm a big fan of Raptors. Some talk of them being a bit underpowered on the forums. I'm not sure where it comes from. Yes, they're not as powerful as Assault Marines in terms of hit points and straight up destruction, but they are pretty awesome combined with heretics. Maybe it's just because I play a plague champion and have touch of Nurgle and use my AC heretics a lot, but I think Raptors are cool. Pain Boy has his stronger git skills, doesn't want to overextend though. No sign of any Stern Guard, which I think are really useful versus a Pain Boy. Those Hellfire rounds can make him think twice about coming into engagements. My heretics on capping duty, trying to steal this power that blue team built up there, and taking the wreck. Maybe I should have pushed ahead. Oh, someone did decap the VP. Was that me? Don't know. But we finished the capping. 228, 413. And we have the east side. It's up to blue team to push against us. We have a double. Blue team are taking a natural back, and there it is. Warlock's level 2. That very menacing warp throw. Don't blob your units up like this, you fool. Jump in my Raptors, and he knew I was going to jump. That's why he threw that grenade on his own Bright Lance, but he did it too early. 206, 413. There's some Nurgle worship for my Raptors, forcing off the Warlock. Here comes Kickin though. Jumping in his Assault Marines, and his Force Commander coming in. Whoa, look at that special attack. Whacked out a bunch of heretics. Whacked out the entire squad, in fact. That was nuts. My CSM and Raptors in here, and I decide to screw it. Just force melee combat on them with everything, and force them to jump out. There we go. Force Commander, a huge pain in the arse, but here comes Max's to help me out. Both of them with Thunderhammers, but Kickin has the teleport pack, which makes him a bit more offensively minded. Max with the Artificer. 180, 413, huge pressure on the east side. Stormboy's jumping in onto the Stone Guard veterans, chopping them up with those power weapons and that heavy melee knife that the Nob Leader has. And look at this. Dreadnought on the field for Max also has a plasma cannon. He uses plasma cannons a hell of a lot, Max. If you're up against him, you can pretty much guarantee you're going to be facing a plasma cannon, and try and plan accordingly. Chaos Dreadnought lost a lot of hit points but gets away. Adila has a D cannon already. I'm halfway to tier 3, he has a D cannon. And these things really hurt vehicles, because look at the range they have. They do a lot of damage, and their projectile is instant. So you can't dodge it. 153, 413. Unlike the Wraith Guards, which have a wind up time. So you can dodge it if you're moving. Plasma cannon coming out for Kickin. Still this very dangerous Force Commander PM. The Apothecary is still down, but he should be revived now. He's level 2, has that Purification Rites and that Sanguine Chainsword that we saw. I thought for sure he'd get the Mastercrafted Bolter up here to try and shut down the Warboss. Wouldn't really work on Max because he has this Iron Halo, but would still do a lot of damage even if it didn't knock him back. I am camped at our VP now. Repairing my Dreadnought, now it's repaired, and we can push out. My Plague Champion with Velocity Indicator. He's still level 1, this guy, what a nub. He's almost level 2. And Adila is going to try and help the east side. And I'm going to flank him. Bright Lance getting shots. There's that D cannon, that's the first time I would have saw it. And I want to tie it up immediately. You see them, the Raptors, also suppressing the D cannon, which they can do with that second passive leap. My Heretics down to just 2 models. What the heck happened? The Warlock goes down. 108413. Fire Prism on the way for Adila. Kicking off on the east side big time. Melee Dreadnought taking on. Ouch. Big friendly fire hit from a plasma cannon. Stormboy's in amongst them. And here is Kickin's Force Commander trying to disrupt. Whirlwind is still around. I'm assuming it's already used its Hunter Killer. There it is again. Boom! Almost finishes off the Dreadnought. Gets away with 6 hit points and goes down to the Predator tank. And what are you doing, Indrid? He's coming up top. I have a Chaos Dreadnought. I have Raptors and CSM who are getting exploded all over the place, losing their aspiring champion. And I decide it's time to pull back my Dreadnought. What are my Raptors doing? Run away. 78-413. Huge VP advantage for us. But they still have very decent armies, and Final Push is floating quite a lot, and Kickin has a Land Raider Redeemer on the way. Assault Squad level 2 for Kickin with Thunder and Lightning. That Whirlwind is being really annoying. Well, D Cannon got a rear armor hit from down here on the war truck. We have Max's scouts repairing my Dreadnought. But we're still holding this east side. Blue team though have both the central resource points, giving them not a huge amount of resources, but still giving them some. And these Dire Avengers trying to take my VP, not having that. Do we wipe them? Surely we do. Come on. No. Aspiring Champion Heretics haven't even leveled yet. I do have a Chaos Predator with my much loved Mark of Corn on it. Dire Avengers do not want to fight this thing at all. What is he doing here? He wants to grenade my Heretics, does he? There it is. Dodger Indrid, well done. 57-403. They've decapped the east side. But Max has ground targeted the VP, has he? No, he's moving now. And I go for Markers each on my Dreadnought to help support against this Predator tank and this Whirlwind, not knowing that a Land Raider was on the way. Retake your VP, well done. Autark being really annoying. She has her Executioner Spear with a buttload of power melee, as you can see there, almost 65 DPS. Warlock's level 3 has Providence, which is really annoying. Stone Guard Veterans with Vengeance rounds loaded in for Final Push, and a reinforcement paid for. And they shall know no fear. They're going to just get decimated by the plasma cannon. No, they shouldn't try to cap here. Eat another shot. They're still trying to cap. And I push mid. Let's do this. Paid champion level 3. He got through level 2 pretty quickly. Taking a lot of damage from his Dire Avengers. Level 2 Dire Avengers don't mess around. My Raptors chasing a Fire Prism. Not much they can do against it. Dodge Indrid, ouch. Nice grenade on my CSM, losing his Aspiring Champion again. Raptors chopping them up though, making them pay for that. 57-382. Raptors have done so well, level 2 now. There's a grenade on their faces, ouch. Run away, run away, run away. Run away. It was the Aspiring Champion who lived as well, that was very lucky. East side kicking off. My Dreadnought is not pushing forward because I was still too busy watching mid. Double Predators, Final Push, and a Land Raider, good grief. How did it come to this? 57-365. Pain Boy is going to go down here. Eerie's forgotten about the little guy, I think. Yes, down he goes. That's a big blow. 57. Down goes the war truck. There's a Rocks though. That's a game changer right there. Global nuke for the Orks, and it's such a powerful nuke. Decimates pretty much everything. 57-354. Doing a lot of damage to the Land Raider, but it does survive. And both the Predators and the Whirlwind get away. Force Commander being annoying. Level 6, maybe he should invest in the Power Fist. Has a Predator tank of his own with las cannons and is chasing down this Land Raider. And my Chaos Dreadnought is helping out here. That Marcos Inch missile launcher is awesome. 54-353, look at this. Being chased off and down goes my Predator tank. What the heck did that? Oh, the Fire Prism alongside the Autark and Warlock. Warlock going ballistic with Providence. Down go my CSM. Down goes the Autark. Yes. I need something to deal with this fire prism. But my dreadnought is still up. My dreadnought's down. No. Fail, Indrid. Did take down the Warlock though, so that's good. What took my dreadnought out? I just completely forgot about it. I can't even see the husk of it anywhere. I suppose this hunter killer and these predator tanks had something to do with it. Where's the other predator? Getting repaired. So complete fail. Lost half my army. Look how much red I have. 45,353. I don't even have the resources to buy anything. Almost maxed out my red there with 927. Red team pushing back on the east side. 45,353. I hear an orbital. There it is. It's right on the garrison. How much damage is this going to do to the garrison? Whoa. Wipes out the devastators in there. And the plasma cannon goes down, I believe. All kicking off again. Look at the amount of armor they have. It's crazy. Another orbital. Didn't quite catch these double sluggers, which would have been so painful. Has caught these tactical marines almost dead on. And that is crazy disruption and general mayhem on the east side. 43,353. Apothecary is getting revived. That might level Kickin to 9, and it does. Wow. Scouts running away. Another fire prison for Adila, not looking good for me in the mid. 43,347. There's my Abyss though. Does it do anything? Did it do anything? Did everything just pile into the land radar? Not sure. Might have been a wasted nuke there. My CSM forcing melee combat on the D cannon, and I have melter raptors now. Gives them a melter bomb and a melter gun, and there is the Breath of Nurgle heal for my plague champion. But I cannot pressure this VP. At least I'm holding our natural here. Adila though has pushed down the west side with his mobile Dire Avengers and started capping things up. And we're in trouble here. 43,326. 2-to-1 cap for blue. I still have enough red for another nuke when that Abyss comes off cooldown. My heretics, my poor little heretics need to run away as double fire prisms. What the heck do I do? Do I do anything? 43,310, I can't remember. Double cap. Gonna be a pain in the arse to push because now my teammates are having to support me in mid, but there's an orbital on Max's stuff. Good grief. Ouch. Painful. 43,284. Now Max has lost a bunch of stuff. He still has Devastators and Tactical Marines and a Predator. I must be saving for something big unless I try and get a Chaos Predator again, which is not going to do very well against all of this stuff they have. 43,262. Now they're just coming into mid. But it's going to crush us now. I have my Melter Raptors. 43,244. Jump my Raptors in. Melter Bomb. Down goes that Predator. There's a Melter Bomb on the other one, but I can't take it down. 43,228. Double cap for blue team. They're coming back hard here. And it looks like they're going to take this game. Eerie has tons of power, but his Warboss is down at the VP. I really should send something out here to cap, but I feel like I need all of my infantry in mid. Got some Nurgle worship. Level 3 CSM just seeing what's going on and get absolutely decimated for their trouble. Now blue team are just coming mid with everything. Some Terminators from Max. There's a Breath of Nurgle heal. I don't think the Breath of Nurgle heal scales with level, which is unfortunate. Level 4 Plague Champion 43,202. Another Land Raider coming for final push. It's all over surely. 2-to-1 cap for blue. They're just not going in for the kill here. Here come scouts, the infiltrated ones. Is someone going to make a push for the east side? Looks like no. And I have a Phobos on the way. Too little, too late though. I think me losing that dreadnought was really bad because it meant I could not push at all against double fire prisms. Started off so well on this west side as well against Adila. A nice cyclone missile launcher there. 43-175. That's a singularity, and that's another one, and that's a warp throw into it. Good gracious. That's eerie stuff, and retreat doesn't save you. Ouch. Awesome play from Adila with that warp throw. Everything gets away reasonably good. Level 10 force commander for Kickin. Here come my raptors. There's a rocks. Did I get a melter bomb off? I think I did. 43-156, and there's another wasted abyss. Well done, Indrid. Twit. Down goes that predator though. Terminator's now getting chased. Ouch, taking damage from the D cannon. Oh, I do give a bunch of stuff in retreat, so that's alright. 43-136, but that was generally a wasted abyss. Was not expecting that rocks to come in there. They're trying to decap our VP, but we do hold on to it. There's the 2-1, 43-119. Blue team holding on for this win. Not holding on, they're dominating us. My Phobos now on the field. 43-112. That fire prism, is it leveled up? It's level 2, it's very annoying. There is the Dirge Caster, awesome ability for the Phobos. Area of effect. Stun and a debuff. There's the Land Raider Redeemer though. And they have 2 of these things. I do not remember knowing that there was 2 of them. That's how observant I am in games. 43-102. Trying to push through now with this Phobos. Where's the rest of my stuff? Come on, here it comes. Just trying to be aggressive as I can. Lead the lines. Down goes one fire prism. Down goes another. Surely to put a melter bomb on rear armor. Boom. And down it goes, yes. 43-102. Here comes the other Land Raider. Good grief. That was an awesome push though. We did so well there. Nob squad in retreat. Do they get away? That's going to be a huge loss if they go down. Looks like they are going to get away. I lost my raptors though. And my Phobos is getting chased. 43-98. So a good push, but that's all it was. Devastators. Last cannon going off. I had to see what my unit score is at the end of this game. Lost so much, but I think I killed quite a lot as well. What was that? Missile launcher, tactical marines level 4. My Phobos just about living. Now I get some plague marines. 2-1 cap. Oh, a decapping east. Well done, commandos. These guys cap 50% faster too, and they might even finish this cap here. Here comes a whole bunch of stuff. I'm surprised that force one didn't teleport onto them. Maybe it's on cooldown, and they finished the cap. Nicely done by Eerie. We have a very brief 2-1 here. 41-81. Plague Marines, come on, build faster. Oh, we lost our natural though. 41-79, so it's a single cap. Max leaving the cap to his tactical marines. My Phobos very, very badly needs repairs here. 41-73. Don't think we have much of a hope. And I drop a cloud just out of sheer frustration even. Got the Dire Avengers, don't even lose a model, do they? Level 4 double Dire Avengers. Took out those fire prisms, but now he has double D cannons. More Devastators for final push. Yep, we got to try push. Plague Marines on the field. Phobos getting repairs. Last Cannon Devastators are up. Chaos Space Marines level 3 for me, and I do give them Marco's Inch. 41, 48, it's so close. Whirlwind is still around. What level is this thing? Level 4 Whirlwind. It's done so well. What is this? Is that an Eldritch Storm or a Singularity? I think it's a Singularity. There it is. Nob squad getting absolutely owned by those Singularities. And, ouch. Frag assault from the Land Raider Redeemer. Are we going to take this thing down? I'm repairing the crap out of this Phobos alongside those scouts. Plague Marines also taking shots. Down goes that Predator tank, not sure what it was trying to do. But we're going to take this Redeemer down, there we go. So that was alright. What is this Apothecary trying to do? Trying to tie up my Plague Marines, I think heals himself. But surely he's going to go down here. Yes, I wish the Phobos had the Storm Bolter on top. It's supposed to have one on the top, but it caused a bug, so they had to remove it. And in the background, the Phobos does have a Storm Bolter. Down goes that Predator tank from Max. I now have double Plague Marines, but it's a 2-to-1 for blue. Now it's a 1-to-1. Down goes another Predator tank, good grief. A Admiral push by us. Well, here comes an Avatar now. What is he doing? He's using Wrath of Cain on nothing. Oh, an Orbital on my Land Raider, and it's taken down by a Lascannon shot. And there's another Abyss from me, out of frustration at the end of the game. 41-4. Blue team deservedly take it. And there you go. Awesome stuff. I had triple Plague Marines at the end. I cannot wait to see these unit scores. It's going to be nuts. Warlock, level 10, had Witchblade of Kernus, Providence, Warp Throat. Apothecary level 4 was down, but he did have the Sanguine Chainsword and Purification Rites. Level 10, Force Commander for Kickin, Thunderhammer, Artificer, Teleporter Pack. Level 2, Warboss, good grief. Got to try harder, boss. Level 9 Force Command for Max, also had the Thunderhammer, Iron Halo you can see on his back there, and Artificer. And I had a level 5 Plague Champion hanging off the edge of the map here with Fetid and Mucus Discharge. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. It was a pretty awesome ending. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.